The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Gurley. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll toss to Gurley left. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
They go with Gurley on first down, but he goes nowhere. They bottle him up for a loss of a couple.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 40. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. On first down, it's Gurley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Ito Smith, 31 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead.
Throughout the game, we're going to track so many different statistics, but one is becoming increasingly in vogue: explosive runs of 20 yards or more, and we just saw one right there to open this game.
Now we'll see how the other team responds, because when you get a play like that against you this early in the game, you got to feel like your back's against the wall a little bit.
Yeah, the pressure now increases on you because your first thought is we have to answer right now.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
You ain't doing nothing today. Kill.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Brady now to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense: find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Brady going to throw. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Brady gives this one off to Jones. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. 46 to Mike, 46.
Now Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here's Powell on the return. And able to get this out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a 1st down.
I was going to say, on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just kind of shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the 1st. A 1st down carry for Smith. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down, here's Smith. Room to run inside the 40. And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 14-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. They'll run on 1st down. It's Smith, and that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Toss left. This is Smith. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to put
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Vita Vea stopped that play in its tracks.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, it's Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Ryan flushed out right, airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll go out of bounds, making it all the way down to the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. And what I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Check three. Wide. Get wide. Check it. Reload. Check it.
The final shot before half for Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. This is caught. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with the clock at all zeros, they get the touchdown to make this just a one-score game into the lockers.
And you know what else it does? Besides boost their confidence, it doesn't change your game plan any. See, if they're down bigger going into the half, you may have to revise what you plan to do in the second. But now in this spot, within one score and striking distance, You go ahead and keep playing and do what you'd worked on all week long.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 5 now. Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Jones. And he is not going to get the first down as they'll spot this at about the 28. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards on the play. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll give Fournette another crack. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. It's up and good to make it 21-17. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Intended target on that one, Russell Gage, but it'll be second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Hey, you got 3 down, 3 down.
Throwing again, Ryan. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Brady. This is caught. And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Brady's going to sneak it, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Tom Brady keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. Now it's Gurley. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. Down to the 25. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The Falcons on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Ryan. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown.
And, partner, is there anything Julio Jones can't do on the football field? One-handed, hauls it in, just snatches it out of the air. He's absolutely impressive and amazing at times.
That was a great one-handed catch. I probably wouldn't want him trying a 50-yard field goal, though. But everything else, I think you're right. Is that the only thing?
Right now, I'm not so sure he couldn't kick it through there. But the way that he goes up and catches the ball, his quarterback, extremely happy to have him on his squad.
Let's put that team on the bump. Mine's 54.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. So they got their touchdown. Now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Alabama, 380. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Day, baby.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Again, it's Jones. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Mike 46. Mike 46. Check back.
This is Jones. He will push his way down to about the 14. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one...
That's caught at the 25. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did with the... The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. On first down, Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Let's go, D. 59, check, 51, check.
To throw again, Ryan. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now Ryan. And that will be incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
And here's Hoffrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 right at the 30. He'll throw from the gun. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Dennard. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
I got this. 13. 43's the mic. 43's the mic. Here we go, D.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. They're trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And it is incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Get that quarterback, D-line. 12. Get that quarterback. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last
Have
drive.
some of this.
Now the ball
Have
comes
some of
loose,
this.
and the Falcons grab it. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Here's Gurley. And he's going to be met at about the 43. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's Richie James on the return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Gurley. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. These two teams all tied after 1. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now they'll toss to Gurley left. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on fourth down. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Todd Gurley unable to get it past the line. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Coleman has it here right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. That'll bring up second down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan looking deep for Julio. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 34 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Here's James. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yep.
He's got a man. Complete. 20. 10. Touchdown. 49ers. Brandon Ayuk. 79 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And that is how you retaliate after getting scored on one play, big pass downfield, and you hit the end zone.
Almost feels like 2 boxers just throwing haymakers at each other, doesn't it? One connects with a big one, the other comes right back. Okay, I'll show you. And they attacked right back on the first play of the drive and hit them big.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Second and 10. It's Ryan again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target. Third down here. To throw again is Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
But one thing's for sure. When you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Here we go on fourth down with Ryan. Yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
On first and 10, it's Mostert. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back and forth first half that we've seen. A play fake from Mostert, now Garoppolo. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. Gurley again here on first down. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Gurley. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going to try and throw. It's caught. Jones. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for... That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Matt Ryan now 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Falcons have broken our tie.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. It got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going into halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle as the first half is winding down. And the Niners, if they can convert the extra point, they'll grab the lead. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the...
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. Shift, shift. Check 52. Hey, alert, 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 man.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Here's Mostert, and he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in the big lumber to pick up that first down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. Spinning away. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Here we go. 180! I'm here all day.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Here we go. 180! 21. Here we go. Check.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
43's the mic. Hey, what's the ball?
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And no, it's incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Another carry now for Gurley. Fights through and now a crease. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, Falcons. Todd Gurley, 52 yards. And the Falcons have retaken the lead.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
So a big play coming for the Falcons as they'll go for 2.
Mike. Hey, Sam. 59. Hey, double up. Mike's 5'9". We always go.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Now James returning. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, This offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 32. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. Flush to his right. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a gain of 34.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And look at this. For the 2nd straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. From the gun, Ryan to the right side and complete to Hurst.